Hi, welcome to Padhai Planet. So in this video we'll be learning that how to find median, mean and mode of any data which is given in the class interval form along with the frequencies. So as we can see that these are the class intervals which are given, and these are the frequency. This is the frequency of the data which is given. Now what we need to do is we need to find out the median, mean and mode, and this data is about the 68 consumers of a locality. Their monthly consumption habits have been of electricity have been captured, and the families which are consuming 65 to 85 monthly units are four such consumers are there, and customers and the consumers who are consuming 85 to 105 units in a month, there are 5. Similarly, this is how we can understand the rest of the class intervals and the respective frequencies which are number of consumers under each of these class intervals. Now let's look at the question what we have here, and we need to find out the median. So let's first of all write down the formula which we have for the median. So median of any data, the formula is L plus n by 2 minus CF, the whole thing is divided by F and the multiplied by H. Now what we need to understand is that what is the value of these things like N, L, CF, H and F, and what do they mean with respect to this particular data. So L here is the lower limit of the median class. Okay. Now let's understand what is this median class first of all. So median class is the class which has got the median frequency. Now for that what we need to do is we need to find out the cumulative frequency, and this you already would be knowing that to find out the cumulative frequency we first write this as the same frequency, and this frequency is then added into this cumulative frequency is then added into this frequency, and we get 9. Then 9 plus 13, that is 22. Then we have this as 42. Then we get 56. Then we have 64, and finally we have 68. The last cumulative frequency is always equal to the total number of consumers, or we can say the survey size, the sample size, so to say, and it is also equal to the sigma F. So if we add up all these number of consumers, we'll get 68, right? So this is the cumulative frequency. Now when we to find out the median class, we need to find out n by 2, and that's 68 by 2, so that makes it 34. Now 34 is the next cumulative frequency to 34 is 42. So this is our median class, this particular class interval, right? So this is because 34 is closest to 42, so this is the median class. Now here what we need to do is we need to understand the lower limit of the median class. So that means 125 is the value of L. So we can write, like if I take the formula, if I start putting the values of these in the formula which we have, so I'll write 125, right? Then n by 2, that means 68 by 2. Now cumulative frequency of the preceding class, that means cumulative frequency of this class. So that means this is the one, so we'll write 22 here, right, divided by the frequency of the median class, that means this. So this is what I'm going to write, then multiplied by H, and that's the class size, and which is very clear, it is 20, so I write 20 here. Now 20 gets cancelled with 20, that's very simple. Now let's simplify it further and we get 125 plus 34 minus 22 and we get 12, and finally we get 137. Now that's the median of the data which is given, and now we will find out the mean. Now mean is, as we already understand, the formula for mean is, we can simply write it down here, that's sigma fx upon sigma f. Now we need to find out the value of sigma fx, and for that first we need to find out the value of x, and x is the class mark or the middle value of the class interval. And to find that out, what we do is, we have been doing it in various questions, and for that simply add up these two limits, like lower limit plus upper limit, and then divide it by 2. So what we get here is as 75, and then we get 95, we get 115, then we get 135, then we get 155, then we get 175, and then we get 195, right? And now here we will calculate the fx. Now fx is simple, we multiply x with f and we get 300 here. Okay, I think we are running short of space, so I'll make it little conservative here. So this is like 300. Now 5 multiplied by 95, that is 475. Then 13 multiplied by 115, so that is like 5 here, 6 carry forward, then 9 and 1 is like carry forward, and so 14 here. Then we get 135 multiplied by 20, so that is 2700. Then we multiply 14 with 155, so that is like 7, 0 and 7 carries forward, and again 77, 7 carry forward, and this is like 21. Then we multiply 8 with 175, so that's like 1400. So I'll just still multiply so that we don't commit any mistake. 4 carries, and 0, then 6 is carry forward, and finally we get as 1400. Now 4 multiplied by 195, so that is 780. Now this is what we get, all the values of fx, and now we will get the value of sigma fx by adding all of them up. So we get, I'll take another color so that it's readable and clear to you. So 5 plus 5, that's 0, 1 carry, 8, 9 and 8, 17, 17 and 7, so that's 24, 24 and 8, so that is 32. So 3 carries, 6, 10, 14, 21, 22, 26 and 7, so that's like 33. 4, 6, 8, 9. Right, so that's 9320, that's sigma fx, and we already know sigma f, right? So let's just put these values, and this is like 9320 divided by 68, right? So I mean, if we do the simple calculation, let me just use my calculator here, and we will get the value here. So that's 9320 divided by 68. Alright, so it comes as 137.05. That's the mean. of the data which is given here. And now we will go for mode of the data. So the formula for mode is, it's equal to L plus F1 minus F0, and that's like 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 multiplied by H. Now here L is not the median class. Now we are going to talk about L is going to be the model class. So L will be the lower limit of model class, right? Now what is model class? Model class is the class interval which has got the highest frequency. So highest frequency is with this. So this is the model class, and the lower limit for this is 125. So L is equal to 125. So it is not necessary that both the median class and the model class of the data which is given here is going to be same. It's here, it's just a coincidence. So let's not get confused with this understanding here. So L is equal to this, and F1 is the frequency of the model class, so that is 20. F0 is the frequency of the preceding class, so that is 13, and F2 is the frequency of the succeeding class, so that is 14, and H is the width of the class, so that is 20. Now let's put all these values into the formula, right, into this formula. So let's do this, and we'll quickly find out the value. So let's do that. So 125, because L is 125. F1 minus F0, F1 minus F0, that is 20 minus 13, right? Now 2F1 meaning 40 minus F0, that is 13, minus F2, that is 14. Okay, multiplied by H, that means 20. So let's simplify, and we get it as 125 plus 7 into 20 divided by, so that's like 27 minus 40 minus 27, that is 13, right? So we get that as 125 plus 140 over 13, right? So the final answer which is going to come here is, I'll have to use my calculator, so that is 13, 10.7, so that's like 135.7. So that's the mode of the data. So this is how we have found out the mode. Okay, this is the mode. Let me use another color here so that it is clear. This is the mode, this is the mean, right, and this is the median of the data. So in this single question we could understand that how to find out all these three things: median, mean, and mode of the statistical data. This question is extremely good. Please follow this so that you get the concept right, and keep watching these videos. I am coming up with the next very important question for statistics related to the same, that is median. Thank you so much and have a nice day. Bye bye.